Hello, I just wanted to share with you about the Be Grateful experiment that I did with my kids a couple of months ago. I started to realize that there was a lot of ungrateful behavior in my household that I wasn't very impressed with. The kids were saying about their toys, well, I don't care if they break, I'll just get more. And, oh, I don't want to eat this food, this isn't really that good enough. Or, oh, my brother's so annoying, all those kind of things. And I was like, whoa, this is not what I agree with. This is not how I want my kids to be and to feel. And I was quite concerned with those kind of responses I was getting. But remember, as parents, it's the environment that we create that affects our children. And so any environment and the way that they're interacting with, it's actually my responsibility to have a look at shifting. Because when we shift environment, we adapt to the context of that and we change. We build new neurological pathways, new meanings for our life. So I just decided I would try something new, and I called it an experiment. The reason why it's an experiment is that as parents, we are learning as well. And if I failed, it was just an experiment. It wasn't a big deal. Whenever we do something new and we're like, this is what we're doing now, I don't like the pressure of having to get it right. So the idea experiment is, hey guys, we're just trying this. We're just playing. Remember, Einstein said play is the highest form of research. So playing and just trying things out and constantly adapting the environment, constantly adapting the way we do our family and how we are, the Horners and those kind of things is really important. So I decided to try the grateful experiment. And so what we did is we actually cleared out everything of our house and I explained to the kids what grateful behavior looks like and what I'm wanting them to understand. The main things that I highlighted, that they're not punished. They're not being punished. I just want them to understand that the great things in life are not things. They're actually what we build in ourselves and with our relationships. And so I wanted to remove the kinds of things that were getting in our way. It was a long journey and it was an extremely successful one. I found that my children are extremely enjoy work together more. They create greater games. They're happier. They're eating better. And if you want to know more, I wanted to share with you how we did that through the link below and you can find out the whole story. But behind here, you can see our beautiful, grateful behavior, which now sits quite elegantly in our house. It used to be just a piece of paper scribbled on the wall and it actually used to be a little bit more specific, explaining what that language looked like, what first time obedience looked like, what the manners looked like, just because obviously we were teaching the kids. But for the sake of it now looking quite elegantly beautiful and looking nice in our house, it looks like this. But I tell you, it was one of the best things I did. I shifted my language to being like, that's not grateful behavior. Fantastic, that's grateful behavior. I changed my focus and my response where I would just point to the grateful behavior board and say, hey, have a look at that behavior. Is anything on there that you're not showing? And we really started to kind of come back to the children creating their own ideas of play instead of having multiple toys, of looking after our environment, trying to be more waste-free, trying to be mindful of the impact that we're having, and just be thankful that every day we get to breathe fresh air, eat food, have a family, and really that is the essence of life, and that's where the beauty comes from. If we fill our lives with so many things and we think that that's what's giving us enjoyment, as soon as those things break or they're taken away, we're going to be lost. And I didn't want my children to think that that's success and that's where happiness comes from. So the grateful experiment, it was something I tried and it was something that worked. So I want to share it with you. So if you want to know how it was done step by step, because it was a long process, but it was a good one, have a look below and come and join us on the Be Grateful experiment. Have a good day.